Hello, my Capricorn friends. I'm Meg, Elemental Empress, here to do your reading from March the 24th until March the 26th, roughly Monday of 2018. So, I'd like to talk about your astrology. There's some stuff going on that is going to be kind of tough for you to navigate. Capricorn is getting the brunt of it with Saturn and everything, and Pluto and Mars. And these things have to do with your first house and your fourth house. The first house is of the self, right? And dealing with yourself, and absolutely be gentle with yourself through every process because you have all of these large forces, within your first house. And you have so much going on in your fourth house of home and family. And there are definitely some rough aspects for you this week. But if you can navigate these, if you can rise above and get a little, peace, maybe just get a little peace, right? Um, I'd like to go back to Friday, right, where Venus squared Pluto, right? So Pluto, the planet of power, of destruction, of transition, um, square with Venus in your fourth house. So, there absolutely could be power struggles. And if, you have to make sure that these power struggles aren't going on within your head. So you need to basically check yourself, like you need to make sure that you're not creating this power struggle, So, and it could absolutely have to do with your home and family as well. Um, if you can move through it, you can creatively transition into an easier time. But it is a square and it is in a rough aspect for you. So Saturday, today, there is another square. Mars in your sign, Capricorn, which is exalted. And Mars is what you do. It's the verb planet, right? Square the sun in Aries. And squaring the sun in Aries could, completely bring about, some discord inside of the home, right? So you need to be very gentle with yourself and everyone around because it's a volatile transaction for you, But if you're able to navigate these murky waters, then you'll be better for it. Now, there's just a lot of energy behind it, right? So, um, and there's also a lot of emotional energy because you have the Cancer moon going on for the entire weekend, and you also have the quarter moon, and quarter moons can bring about crisis, especially in this one, like an emotional crisis. So, like I said, you gotta check yourself and make sure that you're breathing, just and and then on Sunday, right, there is a quincunx. What is a quincunx? It is another square. It's a 90-degree angle and a 60-degree angle, which is a sextile. So that's good. But you also have the square energy. And the quincunx is between Venus and Jupiter. Now, Venus and Jupiter are the benefact planets. So you need to make sure that the square energy, this tense energy that's been building up and building up all weekend, doesn't kind of explode or implode for you. Because it will be, you know, grown through Jupiter. So it'll be expanded, So you want it to be a positive energy when you get there, right? So, and that will carry like into Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday Venus is making an aspect to Uranus. So Uranus is going to be causing changes, and like abrupt changes, and it has to do with your home and family and your sense of self, right? So you need to be very gentle with yourself during this time, and then because it's only going to build up towards the Libra full moon, which there is a tense T-square in the sky. So you need to remember to breathe, right? And because you can internalize this quite a bit, and with the first house, so you don't want to internalize all this, and it's really a lot with the cardinal signs. Is really going to affect the cardinal signs, which is you and Cancer and Aries and Libra. So especially if you have, like a Libra rising or something like that, you just need to be very gentle with yourself, right? Okay, so let's see what's going on with your cards. Oh, and I want to talk about this aspect too, because it's not one that astrologers really are talking about, because this planet was found 15 years ago. But we have to remember that Pluto was only discovered in 1930. And it's a huge part of astrology. Now, Eris is conjunct Venus at the same time that the quincunx is going on. And Eris is the sister of Mars, right? It's a very slow-moving planet. It's a dwarf planet. It was almost a full planet, but then they decided to downgrade Pluto because of it. But it takes about 560 years to go around the sun. So it is conjunct Venus in Aries. And I happen to know someone who's very close to me that has a Venus conjunct Eris in Aries. So I've seen how this is played out in her life, and she's able to move forward very strongly towards her ambitions. And she's actually a business owner, and because it's conjunct Venus, it has to do with bringing creative projects out into the world, right? So so you can use this energy wisely and move forward in it. It's a love me or hate me kind of energy. So again, you need to be really gentle with yourself, because it is part of this quincunx. All right, so let's do your cards. Okay, so I have the Tarot of the Tattoo Age, and I'm going to pull one card to oversee your reading. Okay, so you have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is talking about, like, waiting on an offer. The offer is coming, but you see, like, the dragon in the sky, So, for some reason, like, I feel like the offer that you're getting could be coming from, like, dragons are known to be, like, kind of, greedy, and they grab money. So we're waiting for an offer from, it almost feels like a financial kind of offer, or someone that you view to be kind of rough, or you're not sure, like, of their intentions when it comes to it. Okay, so I have the it's a steampunk deck that I got from Etsy. I can't remember the lady's name, but they're prints, so I had to print them myself, but they're worth it, and they're cool. So if you put in steampunk tarot on Etsy, you can see the whole thing. They're really awesome. Okay. For my Capricorn, it's a lot to deal with. Like, there's a lot of planetary energy that you're dealing with, but you just need to move through it gracefully, right? Okay, so you got the Seven of Cups, but it is in the reverse, so that's better. You're coming out of confusion about a situation, so that's good. Okay, and in your foundation, you have the Ten of Cups. So this is like the happy family, like happiness with the ones that you love. So that's a good foundation. And then in the background here, you have the Ace of Cups, right? So it could be an offer of love, or it can be a spiritual offer. Now, this one, it almost seems like a little bit rough, right? Because he's getting it poured down his throat, no matter what he's doing, right? Okay, so you have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands, you know, speaks to us about moving forward, even though we've been through the ringer, right? And here, I like how it's pictured with two people. Um, so it feels like, you know, even though you're carrying a lot of weight, like you have others with you that are helping, right? And then not holding on, not not like clenching to the things that you have. So you're letting go of something. Mhm. And in the back here, we have the Ten of Wands. And it's like the weight of your own ambitions, like something that you're trying to do, right? But it looks pretty positive. I'm gonna clarify here with the Road of Tarot. Because it looks like, you know, you have people that are looking out for you. Let's see here. Let's check out this Seven of Cups. Okay, so the Seven of Cups, and it has to do with um, the Page of Cups in reverse. So there was an offer, but it might not have been genuine, right? It didn't come out the way that you wanted. Let's check out the the Ten of Cups. Ooh, getting like almost like I can't talk, right? So maybe you felt like, you know, something was just getting like poured down your throat, you know what I mean? Like with the Ace of Cups here, even though it's like a new beginning, but it feels almost like rough, right? And okay, so you have the Six of Cups, so it's like coming back from the past to your family, right? And happier situation. Okay, let's check this out. All right, yeah. So you felt kind of stuck with this Ace of Cups. Like you got to the new beginning, and then you didn't know where to go, and you're like almost overly protecting yourself, right? Okay, so um, you have the Eight of Swords here, right? The Eight of Swords with the Nine of Wands. So you're willing to move forward, but you feel like mentally trapped by a situation. Let's check this out. All right. So yeah, you definitely do because it's definitely a mental like trap, right? So it's that's the Six of Swords in the reverse. So that's where you are right at this point. Let's see. Okay, so you're letting go, and the Princess of Pentacles. So it's the Page of Pentacles. So you're letting go, and you're moving on to there could be school or news about money. Um, you have two pages here, so you could be dealing with children. So so if you are dealing with school, it could be school that's like far away, right? Because you have the star reverse. So it could be somebody who's going to school like far away. And yeah, so there's a new spark, like the spark that lights the fire that, you know, burns the whole thing down. So this is pretty good. Okay, so and you have the Nine of Pentacles, so that's really good, and you're looking good, and that she puts little the girl that does the Road to Tarot, she puts little sentences at the bottom, right? So the Nine of Pentacles is the Lord of material gain, right? So you get this new spark, right? And you move on to a better financial situation. So that's good. All right. So if you like that, then please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you took some great information away from this. All right, take care.